Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, let's continue bi'idhnillah today with the sixth lesson, which is the first lesson regarding the practical exercises on everything that we have learned up until now. Let us recap everything that we have learned up until now. Number one, we have learned something called the harakat, which were the vowels. The vowels are what? They're fatha, kasra, and dhamma. These vowels are three vowels that we learned, making the a, e, and u sound. Also, we have what we learned, something called tanween. Tanween are the double vowels, fathatain, kasratain, and dhammatain. And we mentioned that these are in reality noon. These are in reality noon. So the sound of noon is produced at the end of each of these double vowels. Today we're going to go into the exercises on these chapters, the chapters of harakat and tanween, and we're going to take words from the Quran so we can see how these appear inside the Mus'haf. You should download the page that I have uploaded. That page will be the same page that I am posting here right now. Now, as you can see here, this lesson 6 is all on words, on exercises about harakat and tanween. Let us read them together, bi'idhnillah. How do we read these? Of course, we're going to connect letters together to make into words. Now we're moving a step further, which is from letters into words. الدرس السادس, sixth lesson, and we have تدريبات على الحركات والتنوين, exercises on harakat, the three vowels, as well as التنوين, the double vowels, which is the noon. Let us begin reading. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You should repeat after me. What is this first letter? Hamza. Hamza has fatha. So you say Hamza fatha a. Ba fatha ba. Together. Aba. Dal fathatain dan. Abadan. See? Three letters. They made one word. Once again. Hamza fatha a. We learned that already. Ba fatha ba. We know that already too. Together is Aba. Dal fathatain dan. Abadan. Next word. Hamza fatha a. Ha fatha ha. Together. Aha. Aha. Dal dhammatain dun. Ahadun. Ahadun. Should be fast because these are what? Harakat. And we said harakat are fast. A, I, U. When is it? Ahadun. No. Ahadun. Ahadun. Make sure you pronounce the word ha, the letter ha correctly. Ahadun. Aha. Ha. Ahadun. Next word. Hamza fatha a. Kha fatha kha. Now kha is heavy. Hamza is light. Akha. Akha. Don't say akha. Alright? Also don't say akha. Don't make both of them light or both of them heavy. Hamza is light. Kha is heavy. So how do you pronounce them? A kha. A kha. Akha. 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 Dhal fatha dha. Akhadha. Again, Hamza is light and Dhal is light. Only Kha is heavy. So, akhadha, not akhadha. Dha, wrong. And don't make Kha light. Akhadha, akha. Kha is wrong. Akhadha. Akhadha. So, each letter has to be pronounced correctly. Akhadha. Akhadha. Hamza fatha a. Dhal kasra dhi. Adhi. Noon fatha na. Adhina. 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 Next one. Hamza fatha a. Mim fatha ma. Ama. Ra fatha ra. Amara. Fast. Amara. 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 Hamza fatha a. Noon fatha na. Ana. Now you're going to see, inshallah, this is the circle that you have on top of alif. You're going to see that in the Quran sometimes appears on a waw, sometimes appear on a ya, and it appears on alif. This is a circled sukoon. We didn't learn about it yet, but circled sukoon, you don't read this letter. You don't. It's written, but it's not read. So, Hamza fatha a, Noon fatha na, ana. That's it. Ba fatha ba, Kha kasra khi, Bakhi, Lam fatha la, Bakhila, Ba fatha ba, Ra fatha ra, Bara, Ra fatha ra, Barara, Ta kasratin tin, Bararatin, Bararatin, Ra ra both heavy. Ba ra ra tin. Bararatin, Bararatin. Jim fatha ja, Ain fatha a, Ja'a. Lam fatha la, Ja'ala. Ja'ala. Jim fatha ja, Mim fatha ma, Jama. Ain fatha a, Jama'a. Jama'a. Ha fatha ha, Sin fatha sa, Hasa. Dal fatha da, Hasada. Ha fatha ha, Shin fatha sha, Hasha. Ra fatha ra, Hashara. 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 So every time we read a word, for example, we say ha fatha ha. That's the first letter. When you say the second letter, connect the two letters together. Hasha. And then you bring the third letter, connect all three together. Ra fatha ra, hashara, like that. Kha fatha kha, Shin kasra shi, Khashi. Ya fatha ya, Khashiya. Kha fatha kha, Lam fatha la, Khala. Qaf fatha qa, Khalaqa. Kha heavy, Qaf heavy, Lam light. Khalaqa. 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 Kha dhamma khu, Lam kasra li, Khuli. Qaf fatha qa, Khuliqa. خلق ذال فتحة ذا كاف فتحة ك ذكى را فتحة را ذكر را فتحة را فا فتحة فا رفع عين فتحة ع رفع را heavy فاء عين light رفع don't say رفع أي رفع رفع را فتحة را قاف فتحة قا رقا با فتحة با رقابة تا كسرتين تن رقابة رقابة. Now that was with hija. With hija means with spelling. Right? Now let's read some without hija. This way we will know how to also read without hija, without being able to spell. So we read first 3 lines with hija. Let's read. Let's break it up without hija, without connecting. Look. Su, ru, suru, run, sururun. See how we did that? Read each letter without hija. Sa, fa, safa, ra, safara, tin, safaratin. Okay? So read one letter, read the second, connect them together, read the third, connect them together. Su. This is a ha. Hu. Hu. Suhu. Fan. Suhufan. Suhufan. Wa. Sa. Wasa. Ton. Wasaton. 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 Ta. Ba. Taba. Qin. Tabaqin. Ta. Ba. Taba. Qan. Tabaqan. Tabaqan. Don't say taba. Ba. Taba. Tabaqan. Tu. One. Tuan. Tuan. Don't worry about this yet. Treat it like this alif. You're not going to read it here. Okay? So it's tuwan. A. Ba. Aba. Sa. Abasa. A. Da. Ada. La. Adala. A. La. على قن على قن ع ما عم دن عمد عي ن عنا بن عنبا غ ب غب را غبرا تن غبرة غبرة ف ع فع لا فعل ق ت قت ر قتر تن قترة قو تي قتي لا قتل ق د قد را قدر قو ري قري. What is this? It's not yeah, it's a hamza. A قري A. Okay, turn to the next page. Now these 3 lines we're going to read completely without hijab, and we're going to read them together. We're going to speed up the process. So first 3 lines we read how? With hijab. We spelled each letter. Second 3 lines we read how? We read each letter without hijab, but we took it 1 letter at a time. This one, right? I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about it, and then I'm going to say the whole thing together, and you're going to repeat after me. Understood? Let's go on. قسم قسم كبد كبد كتب كتب. You should repeat after me. كسب كسب كفر كفر كفوا كفوا لبدا لبدا لمزة لمزة لهب لهب مسد مسد نخيرة نخيرة وجد وجد وسق وسق وقب وقب ولد ولد وهب وهب همزة همزة هدى. Ignore this. Yeah. هدى هدى. Now this was stage 3. Let's go to stage 4. We're going to read the whole lesson without hijab. Okay, so let's read everything without hijab. Starting from the beginning, we have here abadan. Just repeat after me. Ahadun, akhadha, adhina, amara, ana, بخيلة برارة جعل جمع حسد حشرة خشية خلق خلق ذكر رفع رقبة سرر سفرة صحفا وسطا طبق طبقا طوا عبسة عدلة علق عمد عنبا غبرة فعل قترة قتل قدر قرئ. Turn to the next page. قسم كبد كتب كسب كفر كفوا لبدا لمزة لهب مسد نخيرة وجد وسق وقب ولد وهب همزة هدى. طيب. Now what you're supposed to do regarding practice of this lesson, again 4 stages. I will write them for you. Because remember I told you, if you follow the directions, you will be successful. Very important to follow the directions so you know what you're doing. Number 1, first 3 lines with hijab. What does the word hijab mean? Spelling. With spelling, right? Like we did in the lesson. Stage 2. Next 3 lines you're going to read each letter without hijab. Read each letter without hijab, but you break it up, right? Break it up like we did in the lesson. Stage 3. Next 3 lines completely without hijab. And stage 4 is what? Whole lesson without hijab. If you follow these directions, you will see yourself improving, and you will see you will come out of this lesson successfully, inshallah. Practice before you come to the next lesson, inshallah. We'll see you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.